right, NEBA bowlers, we are back. The bowlers are finishing practice. You saw them practice, and then they restarted. They went to the wrong lanes.
They just wanted extra shots, I think.
Yep. So so we just wanted to confirm everything. They are finishing practice. So we are here for the Ideal Bowling Concepts Open from East Providence Lanes. Big shout out to Mike Sodoma, who picked up our event after, unfortunately, our other center, Norwich, backed out on us, and then didn't back out. They had some complications. So last minute, Mike picked up the event. So big shout out to Mike and his staff for hosting on short notice.
Tough thing to do on short notice.
Extremely short notice. I mean, they had birthday parties booked. If you saw that, they have leagues. They had, so I give them credit for taking us in. Thank you very much to Mike. This is also the finale of the Paul Forry Memorial Challenge. The trophies are out. Currently, we have, I believe it was 7 or 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bowlers are left. First place, and that is $2,000. And top 20 bowlers cash. So 32 bowlers were eligible to bowl today or have a chance at the money. The last final 32. A couple bowlers bowled the regional, so they weren't here. I believe it was 2 of them. It was Aaron Major and Peter bowled the regional in Binghamton. Hopefully they did well. And now we are starting. Alex is going to throw the first one, and he slaps the 8-10 out sideways.
Sticking with the nano.
Yep. That's what he used in qualifying, too. Midway through, he started with the Zen U, which looked pretty good to start.
Yeah, the first game he shot 250 with it or something.
Yeah, I bowled with him. I was like, I can't break 180 or 190, whatever I shot the first game. But Billy Trudell, sneaky Billy Trudell.
I was getting ready to say the same thing. He's sneaky good.
He's so good, and the thing is, he doesn't bowl much. I haven't seen Billy in like a year. Obviously, I see Nicole a lot. And the baby, beautiful baby girl there, Madison. Yeah, Billy, last night Bruce calls me and tells me Billy bowled, he led or whatever, and I'm like, that guy's just so good when he just shows up.
Very smooth.
Has an amazing ball roll. It just matches up. He sees the lane the right way. So, and here he is, round of 8. This is usually when we pick a winner. Do you want to wait till like the frame until the 8th or 9th frame where you feel better about this, or?
I gotta be honest.
Thank you, Lori. And yes, Billy, I forgot. Yes, he had a new baby. Also, Willow. I think Willow was born a couple weeks before Madison. Lori will tell me that in just a minute. And he also has another daughter. I'm just not great with the names. I apologize. And Webb, this should be a good shootout.
I think it's
going
to be a pretty good match here.
Both play about the same part of the lane. 2 months. Yep, 2 months difference. That part I knew. Thank you, Lori. So let's go over the matches. Off camera, we have young Mr. Blanchette. This might be his highest finish so far. And he is bowling Tyler Perry. And our feature pair here, we have the Strike FX guys, young Steven Major going against the boss, Alex Aguiar. Then we have Billy Trudell bowling against Bill Webb. And off camera, way off camera, because now 35 and 6 will be the championship pair, should be. That's why it's being held off. We have Ditto Fitzpatrick and Adam Zimmerman. Ditto asked for a ball rep. I said, I don't know if I can really help you. Other step left and throw it to the track.
His rotation and whatnot, I could see him actually matching up pretty well with this. However, he matches up well with a lot of things, though.
This is pretty cool. So Tim Gillick just sent me a text saying, Dollar Bill, who used to work for me, and Timmy, so they both used to work for me. They work for Brunswick now. Are both playing a golf simulator, and they have Brooklawn Country Club as one of the courses. And what's funny about it is Brooklawn sits next to Nutmeg, and I give bowling lessons there every Wednesday.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, so they had the senior U.S. Women's Open there. It was supposed to be there the COVID year, so it got pushed back.
Yeah.
And they also hosted the U.S. Women's Amateur, junior amateurs. Michelle Wee played in that event a long time ago. So, yeah, it's a pretty well-known course in Connecticut. So it's just pretty funny that it's available on a simulator. And it's hard. I played that course. It's very hard. Great shot by Billy Trudell. Let's go over some particular important numbers. This is NEBA stop number 986. The pattern where you see the guys bowling on is the 2021 US BC Open Championship team event. 2.44 to 1, 41 feet, 25.7 mils. Pattern, like we were saying, if anybody listens to us on the first one, we'll talk about this again. A little trickier than I feel like Nationals is. Now, obviously, Nationals is never easy. But I feel like a couple of things come into play. A, the building we're in. The building here is known to hook a lot in the track. The track just hooks. How do you get your ball to read that part of the lane? So it forces everybody. And now you're bowling a singles event compared to a team event where everybody's working together.
Exactly.
Great shot by Billy Trudell. Great shot. And you know what's funny about Billy is he's not getting the ball to the right of the track as fast as everybody else is. His ball's more down and in. And I felt like anybody else that did that.
It was impossible to do that. It was impossible to do that.
Him and Van Hees. Van Hees had a little bit more of that down, and we'll say their ball got to the track.
Billy is so good with that shot. It seems like every tough pattern. Tough pattern, he's in there and he's playing it right.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think that's the difference is that, if anybody came in with this mindset like, oh, I bowled great at team event in 2021. Now, team event that year, they only put one team per pair because of the COVID restrictions. And I think if you went in with that mindset, and Billy ring 10, he just didn't like it. He felt like it was a little bit clean, but these guys both played lane very similarly. That's what's going to be interesting about this match.
Yeah.
If they push each other out of that zone a little bit.
Good shot by Alex.
Yep. But we were saying there is like when you bowl team event, you have a mindset of, the good teams do, of taking dull balls, beating up right at 10, and then working your way left. But when you're bowling a singles event, when you threw your ball right at 10 and it didn't hook, and then you moved right and tried to go straighter and it hooked.
Yeah, and that's what I ran into.
Everybody jumped into the track or left of the track, so the outside part of the lane never really got beat up.
Yep.
So now the only thing about the first set I thought was interesting was when we finished games, we'll say about games 3, 4, 5, I said to Bill and Alex, me and Webb, we all bowled together, is that those games seemed more closer to like Nationals when you get to the later games.
Yep.
Where you could stand further left, you just had to feed it to the track early, and you got the right shape.
I also think it's the guys you were bowling with, too, because you guys...
We were way left compared to everybody else, which was interesting. Like I looked around, I said to Webb at the end, I said, maybe we played the lanes wrong. I said, because we were playing like 5th, 6th arrow, sliding in the left gutter pretty much. Like Webb doesn't quite get that far, but he's still sliding like 30, 35.
Yeah, it's furthest left I've seen Bill in a long time.
Yeah, so we're playing in there, and everybody else, I saw like you playing right, and I'm like, maybe we're in the wrong ballpark. You know what I mean? Type thing. So
yeah, no, I don't think so.
And then, so it's different, but we played it like we would at National, where we just kept chasing it and throwing it there. So I felt that way, but I felt like when you got to the second squad, now there's more games overall bowled than what it normally happens at a normal Nationals team event. So now the lane is totally like destroyed to an extent.
And I even think second squad, usually you get something outside, you dry it up as a team like at Nationals where you really didn't have that. I mean, you had it, but not a lot of it. You couldn't, like for me,
you didn't have free hook to the way right.
I thought by game 5 I'd have that, and it did not quite work out like that.
You want to join us real quick? I'd like to get you on for about 2 minutes.
We don't care about we do care about the snow, but we want you on here.
I'm trying to get Mr. J. Johnson. I just want to. First of all, you should be used to this by now, right? You can say hi to the peeps.
Hey, everyone.
Jay Johnson, Bowler of the Year. One of the most amazing. I've been around NEBA now since '98. Well, I've been following it obviously since I moved here, but truly, I want to say to you, one of the most amazing seasons I've ever seen. And I've seen Alex and Billy have some tremendous seasons.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And I got to cross with you a lot of times this year, which was fun.
Yep.
And just to watch what you were doing was really, really fun to watch. There'd be times I'm like, I don't know how he's doing that. So, and that's when you know somebody really is locked in, because obviously we bowl in a variety of patterns, and it wasn't like you bowled great on, we'll say, like the 5 or 6 recreational patterns we bowled on. It was across the board. You just killed them. So I was big congrats.
Thank you. Thanks, Chris. It means a lot.
Yeah, it was impressive to watch. Like I said, even today, I mean, here I think, and Billy and I talked about this. It was about game 2 or 3 of the second block. You started really good. Then you had a bad game. But then the next game, you same thing. You got into like the 8th or 9th. Could have been like a 160, and you threw like a double, and then you threw like a 4-bagger. And Billy goes, "This is what Jay's done all year. He's figured out how." And we talked about this while you were bowling. He figured out how to, clean up. You were always able to, the whole season, clean up the bad games and salvage those. And that's what's impressive. That's when you know you're having a great year.
You never seem to take yourself out of anything. You're always in it.
Got to keep fighting, you know.
Yep.
Sometimes it works.
No, but I said, I mean, even this weekend here, you bowled every squad. You worked hard.
Yeah.
And they were extremely hard.
Oh yeah, yeah. You had to earn it today for sure.
Yeah. Sodoma's there. Sorry, tried to get the deadwood there. So I just wanted to get you in here. Thoughts on the whole season? What's it feel like? I mean,
it's surreal. Hard to believe. You know, like coming into this year, I hadn't accomplished a whole lot, and then a wave of good things kind of happened.
They win the trios to start.
Yeah.
So back-to-back trios wins, which 10 years apart or whatever it was. I can't remember.
That was pretty. That was pretty impressive.
That was funny.
Defended a 15-year.
I remember bowling that one a long time ago, and then and things just started happening.
Yeah. Sometimes you throw it good, and sometimes things go your way, and there was the stars aligned a lot. So I just feel very fortunate.
Yeah, there's times you feel like you earn a NEBA title. I mean, obviously you've been to the winner's circle, but there are things that happen that you feel like, oh, this might be my day when a break happens the other way,
right,
or something. But still, I mean, to win as much as you did this year is just incredible because, like we always say, they're not easy to win.
Right.
The competition level. I mean,
this is not easy
when you
to
get
win.
into like around the 32, 48, you might pull somebody that got in. That really just, maybe they hit it good on the burn squad, but then they had nothing. They're not going to have anything on the other one. But when you get to like around the 16s, 8s, those guys that are left, they didn't just coast. 140s weren't getting by.
Right.
So, but thank you for stopping in. I know we're all trying to avoid the snow, and you have a Charger.
How far's your ride?
Right? Is that what's the car you have?
Challenger.
Challenger.
All-wheel drive though, so that helps.
It's still lightweight.
Yeah.
You're going to be doing donuts in the parking lot on the way out of here.
Yeah. Like 90 minutes. It's not terrible.
So. Oh, be careful.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping in.
Thanks, Chris.
Congratulations.
Great
buddy.
season, young man. Great
Appreciate
season.
it, guys. Thank you.
All right, so I have a rundown. They just gave me a list, but I thought we had more people left in this, so my math might be bad. How did we miss somebody?
What are we missing?
Well, they have 5 people left. I had, because Jay just lost. That's why I was miscounting. So Jay's out. Who else is out there we're missing? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Are they sure they got this right? Aguilar's alive, right?
Yep.
Billy Webb's alive, right?
Yep.
Oh, because I have a check mark next to Bruce, and that's why I see it.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I got it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, so we have 5 bowlers left in the Paul Forry Memorial Challenge. We have Alex Aguilar, Bill Webb, Ditto Fitzpatrick, Adam Zimmerman, and Stephen Major. Those bowlers are buying for the $2,000 first place. We paid $10 grand to the top 20 bowlers in today's event. The finals of this is based on where you finish in this event, so we'll just give an example. Hopefully this doesn't happen, but say all 5 lose this round, which is not probably possible because Steven or Alex is going to advance. But say 4 of the 5 lose this round. It goes by your score in this match.
Yep.
Determines your final standing. So we're doing it again next year. My family and I, Janine and myself, and we'd like to say Christian, not that he has much say in where the money gets spent. Not yet. Well, he does some ways.
Yes, he does.
But yeah, so we decided we'd step up again. So we're going to put 10 grand up for next year. We're going to do this again. I thought it was really good for the club. It's something different. Not saying we'll do it every year, but we'll try again next year, and we'll see how things go. It's nice to know that the bowlers appreciate it. That's the great thing.
Really, really appreciate it.
That was part of what was going to hold us back is how well we felt it was received overall. So, I mean, this is how I know that it meant a lot to people. So a guy like Webb only ever bowls one squad at NEBA. If he misses a cut, he's not bowling again. Now he would, I think it would have made the at-large because he was up there at the with his qualifying one. He might have made the at-large for this.
Yeah, you rarely see Bill bowl more than one.
But he bowled again because it's, you know, there's extra money. And that money is big. I mean, $2,000 is more than we normally is.
Yeah,
it's more like winning one of the major events. So.
It's a big deal.
That's gone high for Alex. So what we got going on in the Alex match? Let's talk about some matches here real quick.
I've got a disco ball on the way, so I cannot see what Major is doing.
So Kevin Keller picking out Tyler Perry is a pretty good choice so far. Now you and I need to start picking. The easy pick would be Tyler Perry, who's running everybody over right now and just bouncing it off the track.
I was thinking, well, I didn't say yet, but I would say Trudell.
Front seven, good call there.
I know. I should have. I know we were going to do it earlier.
There. And then Adam Zimmerman's been bowling really well too. He had 230 his last match. So Alex just chops the spare. So now we have 62. So now Alex has 70. So 73.90, and Alex is taking the tape off, which is usually the sign of jinxing the other guy. He's gonna start packing up. This is what Alex does. This happened to Keen a couple years ago.
I do remember that.
Oh, I remember that too, because then he ended up knocking me out of the round of 4. And put the ball away. Oh, he's putting a good ball away though too. So that might be done. No, that's gonna go high with strikes. So now Steven's going to advance.
Major's in.
So now we can say it's official. Alex can pack his stuff up. Adam Zimmerman is only got 45, 75, 205. So Adam's going to advance because he's already in the 2-0s, even with the open frame here. Bill Webb got to get up the hill, but he's out. So we're going to say, oh, he just struck. All right. He only got 220. So
he gets,
something crazy would have to happen here. So we can knock out Bill Webb. Alex Aguiar. So we're going to have 2 left. 2 left for the Paul Forry Memorial. That's going to be Stephen Major and
Tyler Major.
No, we're going to have 3 left. We're going to have Ditto Fitzpatrick, Stephen Major, and Adam Zimmerman.
Major's been making a lot of money.
He's won a bunch of Axis tournaments to start the year.
Had a hell of a year.
Yeah, he's had a great year with only with 2 titles. So that's 2 titles in 1 year is impressive too. Billy with the front 8.
He is making this look easy. And he's playing them different. He's
like
got
everybody else, he's playing more front to back than left to right.
In 33, it seems like he's more inside.
Yep.
Which is it's just impressive. I don't like having to make 2 different shots on a house shot, rather alone a.
I threw 2 different balls for about 3 games on some of the pairs. Stephen look for back-to-back wins. So let's go. Who you got? You picking Billy Trudell?
I did. Of course,
I actually like that pick.
His roll just looks so good.
I feel like you and I can't pick the same one though. So I'm going to go with the guy who I feel like has the most confidence in the building, Stefan Major.
I would say so.
Even though Tyler Perry is a very good pick, but I'm gonna go with Stephen Major. Even though Adam Zimmerman, I'm telling you what, there's some really hard ones. This is probably one of the harder ones because usually you look around, you're like, oh, this guy's got the whole. I like to say the nuts. He knows.
Yeah.
But now we see a couple guys, and they're hard enough that you see them just getting lined up right. So Billy is string stops at 8. Ho hum, coasting into the semis. Hasn't bowled in a year in a NEBA.
Yawning while doing it.
Let's see if I can get Alex to jump in here and keep Bruce. Let Bruce just relax a little bit.
Ditto with another one.
Yeah, match is over there. So
I mean, Ditto. I mean, Ditto's always throwing the ball good, but it seems like he's definitely worked with some stuff the last year or so.
Thumb out of the ball better, yes. you got 92. Webb can strike out for 91. And Alex? Alex's score was...
He was 190?
190 maybe?
Looks like I'm going solo right now. Oh, never mind. Chris is back. It's a good thing I got really nervous there. You missed.
Yeah.
I had the call of the day. I said fly ball, caught.
So the big important thing here is Webb needs a double. He needs to strike out in the 10th to finish 4th in the Paul Forry. That'd be it. So if he goes strike 9, so Ditto shot 91. So actually Webb strikes out to tie for 3rd, 4th.
Yep.
If he doesn't strike here, it makes it simple for the math and the money. I don't think we have a select.
He's not going to make it simple. That's Bill Webb we're talking about. The guy's amazing.
So Webb strikes to tie for 3-4.
Now Ditto's letting him know right now what's at stake.
And the money for that, let's just talk about that though. So 3rd place money is $11.25, so $1,125. 4th, a big drop off, $775. I made this prize fund, so I should know this. And then 500. So right now it's a big ball. Bill Webb strikes to tie the 3-4 spot. Now we don't have a selection on how to break the tie. I think we would just chop the money between the two of them.
I think we should do a one-game roll-off.
I think we should bowl it. Yeah, exactly. We need to hold up everybody.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the 3-4. Yep. So Alex finishes 5th.
Make sure you tell Ditto when he comes up here that the elder of the two gets more of the money.
So, all right, they're finished up. We will see you guys in a few minutes for the semifinals.